What up, YouTube? Welcome back to Wild Arms, and boy, where do I even begin with what happened? Well, we finally got the end of Gate Generator and took on Siegfried himself. Wasn't actually that tough of a fight. In the final attempt to beat us, he decided to have Zed create a black hole in the very room. Rudy tried to stop him, but got caught in some silver wiring. Not to be dragged with Siegfried, Rudy desperately thought the only thing he could do, and he decided to chop his own left arm off, and not even part of it, the entire thing. I'm not sure where the silver, the magic silver wire and whatnot was around, but his entire arm he had to cut off. Anyway, we survived thanks to Plot MacGuffin Teardrop, don't ask. And we also found out that Siegfried managed to survive too. Ended up back at the photosphere, and well, let's just say he could be in a bit of trouble based on what we saw. Unfortunately, we haven't found Zed at all. Anyway, we went to Emma, said we found out that Rudy's body is actually a machine, like the demons. And, he's been our friend this whole time, hasn't gone crazy like the demons, so we're gonna help him. Jack recommends we go to Mariel in Rosetta Town. Her herbs might help for some reason. I mean, yeah, herbs will help a guy who just chopped his entire arm off. And, time is of the essence. We have to hurry, which is why we're going to Saint Centour to look at that blind girl that we left behind in a town that is now surrounded by filled with monsters. I choose now to do this because I actually checked it out myself, and she actually has something interesting to say. She'll have something even more interesting to say later on, but as of now, I actually think this is kind of interesting. What she says. Well, right now we're invisible, but she'll still, funny, we're invisible, and yet, she'll still be able to, well, because, she's blind. I may be blind, but I'm okay. Somebody has to live here or it'll turn into a ghost town. Thanks to you folks, I have hope for the future. Please help those in need. I can handle my blindness. No one wants to be afraid in the dark all alone. Girl, you're blind. It's already a ghost town. What are you doing for food, water? This town is literally filled with monsters. Come with us. We can at least take you to Adelheid. You can start your life over again. Really? You're just gonna stay here? Really? And we're even worse. Letting her, stay here. Oh yeah, sorry, Rudy. Okay, let's go back to Rosetta Town now. And we're back. Yeah. Inappropriate, yes, but I don't know, I was just so curious, I wanted to know. We actually went to Rudy's home village, Surf Village, to see if anyone would comment, since he's not technically part of our party. They just talk as if, just like in the beginning of the game, if you just came here without Rudy in your party, as if, we're just passing by Dream Chasers. It's weird, but, it's a little detail I liked. Saint Centour, well, I'm going to tell you right now, that place is going to become important later on. Yeah, it actually does become important, and that girl's going to get involved in a way. Anyway, Mariel, could you help us? Rudy, as you can plainly see in this model, and also it's kind of neat little detail that you kept, Rudy's arm is gone. What? How? Rudy, his arm? What's happening? Let me tell her everything. Use the herbs and the pain will go away? This is the benefit of the life within metal body that you possess, Rudy. Well, what? Are we just using the herbs to make the pain go away? Life within metal? How would you know, Mariel? It is a 1,000-year-old sin. The metal has a consciousness. Jack, how wouldn't she know? Her and the Elws lived 1,000 years ago, dude. As you know, the demons have machines for their bodies. The Elws and humans dared to step into the realm and play gods. This was a small room that could do something about it with herbs. Herbs can... But to replace a lost arm... Maybe they're talking about, flesh wounds and stuff, like actual wounds, but, can't regenerate an arm. Even a metal one. Nowhere in Filgaia can you recreate life within metal again. Maybe if it was 1,000 years ago, maybe then Rudy's arm could have been 1,000 years ago in Filgaia. How can you... Let's go to the temple in the Forest Mound. Deep in that forest, the Elws, we left a gift. There's no time to lose. I decided to jump cut to the Forest Mound. If you recall, there was a device there at the very end. Wouldn't activate, but now it is. We'll find out what it does. The Elws left Filgaia after the war with the demons had ended. We Elws normally live in the forest. After the war, the land was no longer suitable for us, so we created this realm called the Ill Dimension. We used the last of our power to move this land to another dimension. We closed the gates and this became our new home. There you can still see Filgaia 1,000 years ago. And this is the gate that connects the Ill world to Filgaia. We couldn't budge this thing even with a cannon. Maybe the gate broke because of 1,000 years of inactivity. That would not be good for Rudy. Yeah, it wouldn't, Jack. This gate operates on the Ill's heart and life energy. Watch this. Oh! What the? What'd you just do? The Ills live by bonds. We bond in time in order to live an eternal life. We bond to the land to enjoy nature. We will gladly give up everything to bond with those who we believe in. Rudy saved my life in this forest. Now it's my turn to repay him. Don't push so, Rudy. Soon gotcha. If you look closely, she's bleeding. If you look really closely, which I guess you might not be able to, but she is bleeding. There's actually a little puddle of blood on the floor there. Nice little detail. Please don't leave the mound. Vassim can. And if you look really closely as they teleport away, you can see the blood puddle. Did you see it? Apologies if you can't. The Ill Dimension is a replica of Filgaia, 1,000 years ago. Yeah, she's bleeding. Hey, Mariel, she's bleeding badly. We need to treat her now. This thing runs on... Oh yeah, if you step back. She's bleeding badly, so let's go back. Yeah, so now you can use this whenever you want. Just go back and forth between the dimensions. And, we could just heal her with, magic. But she's not in our party, so we can't do that. I just love that. Yeah, so this land, it's not like we went back in time, actually. Apparently, Ills have the power to get an entire dimension. They took an entire land from 1,000 years ago in Filgaia, and they put it into this dimension, so that's where we are. Yes, we got full Libra. That can be equipped to anyone's left hand. It says nullify all abnormal statuses, so you're immune to whoever it has equipped is immune to all status effects. That could be cast on the user. It's a very nice power. It's pretty nice to have, in situations where, you fight the annoying monsters, obviously. Yeah, so if you have to look careful, well, there's hidden passages here that you have to, check out. And there's actually a tricky one. I believe it's right here. Right here? Where is it? I think it's right here. You hold the directional pad and you go into one of these little... here it is. So you go right, but instead of going all the way, you just keep pressing the up directional pad and you'll find a hidden passage, then you go left, and then you run up, and you get 2 chests. Crest rafts. Sweet. Weird little puzzle there. But anyway, no time to lose. There's no time to lose. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the Elws. Humans have activated the gate, and they are here? We came to ask for your help. We Elws have nothing to do with you foolish humans. Please leave. We have people wounded here. Only you can help cure them. Well, technically only one of them. The other one we could heal ourselves, but one of the wounded is an ill girl. Please let us in. She is the child of a criminal. There is no reason for us to help her. Go back to your dying world. Wait, we cannot risk exposing the gate to other humans. We will take you to the village. Master Fulcanelli will decide your fate. Fulcanelli. Yes, Master Falconelli. And now Rudy, for some reason, is reacting to pain. Please help Rudy. Ah, look, I think that's magic. What the hell did you do? Ah, and this is his first name, Emiko. I think you know that one. If you recall, in the Memory Temple, that was the password. And if you also recall the hologram of the Ill, I believe this is that exact same Ill who talked Seek Not Lilithia's tomb. Yeah, and you know, you find this password out eventually. Yeah, this was him. Jack does, for some reason though, doesn't mention, hey, I saw you in a hologram and stuff. I guess because, you know, there's more important things. Follow me, outsiders from the dying world. So you want to use our powers to fix this young man's left arm? Rudy is an important part of the team. We're trying to save the world. The battle with the demons has begun again. Do you trust us, the ones who are more like demons than humans? What, you're living metal too? I don't think that was a point. We have to. Rudy is too important. The whole world needs him. His attack stat is awesome, with his arms. 1,000 years ago, we created this machine to combat the demons. The golems are the absolute power. Power without heart can be good or evil. The Elws and the human mage have reached into the realm of the unknown and came up with the human mage. Who's the human mage? New technology. We based this technology on demons we've captured. We used living metals and adapted it to human physiology. An artificial biometal was created. It was called the Holmcross Project. Artificial life that can survive under any conditions. This Holmcross is the ultimate enhancement to many different kinds of arms. It synchronizes with different arms, thus enhancing the psychic power of the arm. But the Holmcross enjoyed killing so much, they literally became a killing machine. Was it the blood of the demons, or was it man's just lust for conflict? No one knows for sure. The deployed Holmcross were destroyed. There is, however, one Holmcross left. An experimental model that was sealed deep underground. Not here, of course, because reasons, and we didn't kill it because... Shut up. Rudy is not a killing machine. He has a bigger heart than anyone I know. The time he spent as a human gave him a pure heart. Is that what you're saying? Rudy used to travel with an old man named Zapet. Zapet had a kind heart, and it was he who kept Rudy from turning into a weapon. He kept Rudy's heart pure. You're telling me after 1,000 years, this man unleashed the experimental machine? But it's too late. We don't have the technology to give life to metals anymore. Those powers were lost to us long ago. Then Rudy is... There is nothing we can do. Mariel. The Guardian Blade. Mariel, you must rest. Get out the way, Jack. The Guardian Blade has a life of its own. I bet its power could go to Brother Vassim and use the Guardian Blade on Rudy. What in the world are you saying? The Guardian Blade? It went out of control and disappeared, but not before it took half of Filgaia with it. You know the sand ocean that cuts from Rosetta and cuts across the land? Well, actually, wait a minute. There's a place called the Sand Ocean. I thought that was the Guardian. What do you mean that starts from Rosetta and cuts from the land? It starts from where Adelaide is and cuts all the way to Malama. Wait, no, it doesn't. It cuts from the ship graveyard place from Port Chimney, I think. It's the Sand Ocean. I'm very certain it is, but I don't know why she says that. You mean the sand that we saw before? That's not the Guardian Blade. I'm pretty sure it's the Sand Ocean place that we were at before. That was the result of the untrained and refined Guardian Blade of Vassim. Mariel stayed there, alone to pay for her brother's sins. He is working to turn the Sand Ocean back to normal. But you all hid away 1,000 years ago, so clearly you did not work on a way. And what, were you planning on going back and then just saying, I got the solution? With magic! We cannot afford to make the same mistake again. If we do nothing, then that is what Filgaia will be. Nothing. If we run now, we will live like weaklings for the rest of our lives. I don't want to lose the bond between myself and the people who taught me to be strong. Vassim lives in the forest to the southwest. There, he can live without being exposed to us. He's the only one that can possibly repair the arm. If not, it will destroy us all. Please take me with you. I want to share some of what I've learned with him. Do you still want us to make the Guardian Blade? It's going to take a miracle. We have lost much of our technology to time. That evil sword. Miracles only have value if you can do it yourself. It is absolutely true. Miracles don't occur easily. If it can be done, it will probably be done by a human. The Guardian of Filgaia is a human. Please hold on. Our wishes will make you well again. Deep words. So, we got our destination. But let's check out this land of 1,000 years ago. We don't have Rudy, so unfortunately we can't just get him to use his radar. Can't even take the radar for ourselves. What are you gonna do? Maybe you can change the world. It's important to go forward, but you need to stop and rest. I suppose it is time for you to go forward. Well, let's take a look at the town real fast. Oh yeah, and little detail I decided to do. For one thing, there's these things. Squirrels? There are monsters in the forest. It's safer if we stay in this village. And instead of the save bird, we have the save sloth. Or sloth, koala, I think it's a sloth. Kind of an odd thing to put, but whatever. It's kind of interesting. Whatever, I'll go do it later. And here, sunbird hat. This is John, or Tarjan, an ill tribe. This isn't a place for humans. What am I doing? Okay, so, can I touch you? I've never seen something that wasn't ill. Blue ribbon. Sweet. Vassim has turned Filgaia into a wasteland. The sinner had to be locked up in the land beyond the forest. Kind of reminds me of Court Seam in a sense. I don't know, with these little bridge things. Hey, Mega Berry. The air and water in this place is the same as it was 1,000 years ago. Shouldn't things have changed in such a long period of time? I don't know. Maybe the dimension keeps everything stable. You could say that there are no monsters in the ill world. We sealed them inside a place far from here, located in the southwest. Yeah, somehow you did that. You know, couldn't you just do... How big is that forest if you were able to seal them all in this one place? The scariest place in the world is the Abyss. They keep all the monsters there. I'm so scared of that place, I don't even know the location. Or maybe they mentioned that, yeah. The Elws sealed them all in a dimension called the Abyss. Huh. I wonder if I'll ever see this place. This is a change. The humans are visiting our village. Don't look at the things you don't like. Don't do things you don't want to do. And that's how we live. What do you think? A pretty safe way of living. The lifeguard is in the forest prison. I don't know why, though. A guardian in the life prison. Hold still. Travelers, did you come from the place called Filgaia in our fables? 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 What? How do Elws even born? I mean, obviously you guys have grown into adults. I mean, maybe it's more like... You say you never age, but maybe it's more like you guys age differently than humans do. The life guardian is still a prisoner inside the forest prison. guys feel compelled to give me this info anyway? We're humans. Of course, what's separate? Well, I mean, their little hair thing, they all have these little weird little ribbon things in their hair. The Forest Prison. It was a prison for monsters built by the Elws to trap monsters who infiltrated the Elws world. Well, they still live there too, of course. They go in, but they don't come out. Not all the prisoners are monsters. The Guardian of Life is also trapped in there. Outsiders, I ask of you to release the Guardian of Life. I do it myself, but use this key to open the chest which sealed the Guardian. You had the key the whole time, you don't go there yourself? Must be destiny that the ancient treasures of Filgaia are finally being used. Remember, power without heart is evil. You know, the Elws were talked about fighting along with the humans to fight the demons. You guys are fighters. Where are all your fighters, too? Outsiders, what do you want from the world of the Elws? Power? What do you want with power? You can use the teleportation device to travel to any area of Filgaia. He's talking about the Eel Pyramids. Occasionally, accidents do occur, and sometimes you'll end up in some scary place. During normal operations, though, it works fine, but if you give it any more impact, your risks increase. That's actually important information for a secret area, which we'll not get into until later on in the game. I think we've explored everything, really? I guess like most towns, it's just as small as... Yeah, I guess we did. Okay, guys, so when we come back, we're gonna see what the world map looks like in this world, and go to the Forest Prison. Time is definitely of the essence, so we have no time to waste. See you then.